Now the next topic is the network protocol. In the network protocols, we will discuss about the protocols which we use in the network and which help us to communicate with the computer within the network, you can say. Now, what is protocol? The first is, what is protocol? Protocol is a set of rules. Okay, now it is a set of rules which is used on a computer to specify the working. Now start with the first protocol. This is the FTP protocol. FTP protocol, you all might be knowing this one because it is a very easy one, and you might have studied in the 9th and 10th also that FTP full form is file transfer protocol, which is used to exchange of file across the internet, not only internet but on any kind of network. Okay, it is effective way to get a geographical dispersed group to cooperate on a project. That means if you want to work on the wide area network, then also the FTP help us to transfer the file from one computer to another computer. The most important thing is to full form of FTP. What is the role of FTP? Transfer of file from one computer to another computer. Okay, now PPP stand for point to point protocol. In point to point protocol, the communication between two routers directly without any host. This is the most important one. Without any host, communication take place between the two protocols. It provide connection, authentication, transmission, encryption, and the compression. The most important point is, what is the PPP full form? PPP full form is point to point protocol. And after this we are having the another one, HTTP. HTTP is a protocol which is responsible for transferring the hypermedia data. That means the hypertext. Hypertext include the audio, video, pictures, everything on the network. Next, the SMTP. SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. This is a protocol which is responsible for sending the emails. The main thing is it is responsible for sending the emails. Now after this, POP3. POP3 stands for the Post Office Protocol version 3. It is responsible for receiving the email from a remote server to a local email client. Okay, now the two protocols help us for the email. The one is for sending and one is for receiving. For sending it is SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, and for receiving it is POP3. Now after this, remote login. Telnet is very important. Telnet is a facility which permit a user for a remote login. Okay, it help us to remote login. Remote login means from sitting from your own place, you can access any other computer with the help of getting the authentication or with the help of the password. Okay, so this facility, if you want to access any other computer from your remote place, then you must have the Telnet facility. Okay, now the next one is the wireless communication protocol. That they all were the network protocol. These all are the protocols for the wireless or mobile communication. The first one is the GSM. GSM stands for Global System for Mobile Communication. Okay, it is a mobile communication technology basically which uses a TDMA technology. TDMA, that means time division multiple access. Okay, at a time the 8 simultaneous call can be sent on this one. It is usually used in the Europe and other parts of the world, not very popular in the India. Okay, but now it is used here also. GPRS. GPRS is the full form General Packet Radio Service. It is a technology for radio transmission. Basically it is a technology which is used to connect our mobile devices with the internet. The third one is the WWL. WWL stands for the Wireless in Local Loop. Now the wireless in local loop is a kind of a service in which the telephone provided is expected to be as good as the wired telephone. Okay, that means if you have seen the local police, they used to use a walkie-talkie with them, and on that they receive the message and they send the message. That is basically a example of WLL. Now the chatting protocols and the video conferencing protocol, the online textual talk in real time is called a chatting. Okay, video conferencing, you might be knowing, two-way video phone conversation among multiple participants is called video conferencing. Now the protocol used in chatting and video conferencing, for the chatting it is internet relay chat, and for the video conferencing it is H.323 and SIP. SIP stand for session initiation protocol. Okay, now VoIP, the full form is voice over internet protocol. The voice over internet protocol is a protocol which is basically used in the video conferencing. That we use the Duo, we use Skype, Zoom, every app which we are using nowadays is basically having a VoIP protocol, voice over internet protocol, in which the voice is compressed into data packets and can be efficiently transmitted over the data network.